personal friend, Mary Zhang.
That's right, the beautiful voice of Mary Zhang. And guys, I'm here with Chase, I'm here with Jonathan, but it's a very special Sanctuary episode today because we've got a guest, and I whipped up a little intro, so let me just play this.
Oh no, what's that? It's a really big wave.
There's a tsunami coming for the Making the Merge podcast. Whoa. Do you feel that rumbling? I think we're also getting hit by a Motherquake. Our guest today is a flight school owner, a Survivor 47 finalist, and an all-around badass. That's right. I'm talking about Smey.
Incredible
you said
work,
my name
PD.
correctly too. It's pretty impressive.
How do people mispronounce it? What do they say?
Butcher this. They call me Smee.
Huh.
I don't even
Really?
know. Smith. I don't even know. They just butcher it.
Sue Smith is way less exciting of a
Because
name.
they just think it's like spelled incorrectly. It's Smey. I just tell people it's May with an S in front of it. So you did a good job.
Thank you. It was pretty easy for us, even though we're the dumb podcast. We all got your name right.
Well, because you probably did it incorrectly, but it's correct.
It's like a double negative.
Yeah,
It's
double
supposed to be
negative.
pronounced smile, but he wouldn't listen to me.
But Sue, I touched on your catchphrases in there, and it was one of our favorite discoveries during season 47 was your catchphrases. Obviously, Tsunami, that one is pretty self-explanatory.
Makes sense.
We're dying to know, how did Motherquake come about?
I have to tell you, all of these catchphrases were not from me. They were from other fans that once they posted it, and I'm just like, I'm running with it. And I don't know, people just started jumping on it, and, who am I to stop? So I just went with it. And, it's so funny because I did an event, this weekend, and, people were coming up saying, tsunami's in the house. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like, it's still going on, right? And I love it. So, there were a lot of little things that were said that, and, people, look, at least you didn't come up with McTitty Duck Lips, right? Or, are you going to come up with all the catchphrases that were out there? Because there's a lot.
I didn't know about that one.
one.
Yeah, I didn't.
McTitty Duck Lips is one of the most popular things out there.
We had no idea. This is the first I think any of us are hearing of it.
Now we're embarrassed because that's how we should have.
Right? Is that where it comes in? Like you were smart, you would have caught on to that.
That's right.
Are you saying I should have put that on the intro, Chase?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, you should have. I would have
Also-
loved it, McTitty Duck Lips.
That also leads into one of the things that we loved the most about you on your season, which was a lot of the new era Survivor players and even old era Survivor players, when they face some of the jokes and the memes and stuff that happen online, they kind of go scorched earth, or they just can't seem to handle it well, and they go off the deep end. But you really embraced everything, including these nicknames.
Here's the thing, look, what I do to my body and my face, I choose to do it. I pay to do it. So I'm going to have a lot of haters, a lot of those prissy, whatever I shouldn't be saying, but I have a lot of people that hate my looks, and they're just, there were so many funny, we used to sit and just laugh at the people making fun of my looks and how thank God we didn't have an underwater challenge, because with my balloons on my chest, there's no way I was going to go underwater. If Survivor if they had it too many more days, my face was going to melt off. So I was just like, oh my God, some of these are really funny. I was laughing. So
Well, that's good.
Well, that
But
also,
that's harsh.
I mean,
that's terrible.
it's awful, but I think it speaks highly to just you having just thick skin about this, because not everybody can go on such a massive show and then receive not only great things said, but then people just going after you like crazy, and be able to receive it in that way that you're like, hey, look, we're all just out here having fun. It's a game, and whatever they say, whatever, let it roll off.
For example, when everyone was talking about on your season, it seemed like you always had dirt on your face, and then you put out an Instagram reel showing everybody how they can do it with a tutorial.
How they can get Sue Smey snatched cheeks.
did you see how many thousands, hundreds of thousands people viewed that. Like, that was insane. And I'm actually thinking of doing another one this year, more of like a Christmas one. I just have not had any time to do it. But most likely I'm going to do a little roll-off of that because it's just so funny. And I have to tell you, I was talking to a few people this weekend. I was at, like a good event with a lot of reality stars. And somebody was saying that they felt that production may have added a little something to my face because when, Caroline and Rachel, I've had many conversations with them, and they were all saying that my face never looked like that or that bad. So we're all wondering if maybe, look, I'm the first to say, I own it. If I was dirty, it was me. I was the one. But in the same breath, there may be a little added something to it. I don't know for sure, and we'll never know. But they were like, we would have said something, so
I will make it my life's mission to hunt down Jeff Probst and find out if they added anything.
Yeah, exactly. We got to bribe somebody deep inside, the net and see who, what really happened.
Sue, I keep trying to tell Chase and PD that someone's adding like 10 or 12 pounds to me when they look at me through this.
Jeff is
and
doing it.
they just won't believe it. So
hunt Jeff down.
I'm just saying, it's very possible.
Look, you just got to go with that. You know what? The more you accelerate that thought process, the
That's
more
right.
we're all going to believe
That's
it.
right.
So.
We're in this together, Sue.
Absolutely, you and I.
That is really interesting, though. We just stumbled on a Survivor conspiracy, like a brand new conspiracy that they're doing color grading on Sue, and we're going to hunt down production. We know where they live. They live in Fiji for most of the year.
For now, they live in Fiji.
They live on Tuku. They're not in Fiji itself. They live only on Tuku.
We're narrowing the perimeter around this.
Yeah,
like,
I can show you the
out.
entrance to their door.
Okay, we got an insider. But Sue, Saul, somebody on your season, he's been on our show twice, and we call him Stupid Sexy Saul. And I was thinking, I've seen you doing fashion shows. I've seen you walking the runway. Should we start calling you Stupid Sexy Sue?
I like that, SSS. I think I like that. I like that. Let's see if there's something. You got to sort of add in the McTitty duck lips somehow. So, how do you like that? I can't believe that slipped past you guys. Like, how is nobody rolling with that? I think that's the coolest thing.
We like to, we make fun. We play around with the Survivor players as if they're characters in a TV show. But I think I speak for everybody here where we would never go that harsh or talk about people's bodies and stuff like that.
I'm insulted. I want to be called McTitty Duck Lips.
Yeah, Chase.
Every time I say it, you guys laugh.
Bad.
Isn't that funny?
My bad.
It is great.
It is very
but now
funny.
we could combine both, and it's Stupid Sexy McTitty Duck Lips.
I love it. I love it. That's what we got to do.
I got to say, that's the wildest sentence out of PD's mouth.
Sue, we're like 10 minutes in, and this is already the greatest podcast we've ever done. But tell me how you got into fashion. How did you start getting on these runways?
So I met someone who owns Smart Swimsuits, and we fell in love with each other. She's a really wonderful person, and she's got a good. She's like, they're sustainable swimsuits, so they're healthy for our environment. There's to even make a swimsuit that can be labeled sustainable, you have to have over 200 different things that's a legal way of being able to say it, to have it even be acknowledged and legally allowed to be saying that. And so she asked me if I wouldn't mind, walking in her New York City Fashion Week, and I'm like, can we say fuck?
Yeah, you can say whatever.
Are you kidding me? Like, of course. And I never, I'm 5'1", and these models, their legs like end up at my forehead. It was insane. So, she really liked, that I loved, her product, and, I'm not going to ever say no to walking on any type of runway. And then they also did the Michael Jackson collection, which was in honor to Michael Jackson in Las Vegas. And that was my first runway, which was insane. Like, it blew my mind, especially because it was collaborating with the whole Michael Jackson team and the Michael Jackson collection. They had a huge, huge event in Vegas. So it was just, it's funny. You just run into people here and there, and you start, a relationship, and they're like, we like you and like you to be an ambassador for our company. And, that's what I've become. So I'm honored and thrilled to be an ambassador for Smart Swimsuits.
Wow. So you
That's
have
awesome.
technically you've worked with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm sticking with that story too. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. He was up there on the screen watching me walk the runway.
Wow.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we probably shouldn't say smart swimsuits because the word smart shouldn't be on this show, correct?
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Dumbass
No, we stay away
swimsuits.
from anything
Okay.
smart.
Yeah.
I didn't even
okay.
understand that sentence once you said that word.
Can you guys spell it?
I don't think so. I don't even know what that means. S-M-E-Y?
I was going to say. I was waiting for you to say that. And then you'll pronounce it correctly, too, because you spelled it smart.
Sue, I actually have a question from my dad for you.
Ooh.
This
This
a
is
question-
big.
This is from Scott Bachman. He wants
Okay.
to know, how hard was it to be on an island with a bunch of millennials and Gen Z people?
I wanted
yeah.
to fucking blow my brains out.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking ever did.
I imagine that's what
Fuck
Scott
up.
would say as well.
I tell him, picture going into your bedroom while you've got 10 of your closest friends there. You're all having fun, talking about your gaming and your shows, everything you're doing, and he's sitting in the corner in a chair staring at you. Tell him that was my experience. Ask him how he would feel.
Your experience on the show, would you say it was a positive experience, or would you say that you've enjoyed the aftermath a lot more than actually being on the show?
Oh no, it's all about the journey. The experience was mind blowing, and for me, it was more of a personal challenge to see. My dad wanted to do Survivor when we were younger. My daughter, everything was just, my whole family was Survivor. And, finally when I started getting older, my daughter's like, Mom, you always wanted to do this. Why don't you just try? And I did the application, sent it in. And I kept thinking, like, maybe off camera I'm going to go brush my teeth, and maybe they're not going to tell the world that off camera you can go brush your hair. And this was the real deal, rude awakening of like, bam, you're just stuck here suffering. And I feel like if I had gotten a little more food, I would have been much stronger. It took me about 2 months physically to recover from this.
Wow.
And I never expected to happen what happened afterwards. Like, I really didn't even think I was going to make too much of the edit, other than the pink or the red paint, when I found the idol, the challenge that I won it, and then making it to the finale. I honestly didn't think they heard me say I hate Kyle as much as I did. Who knew? I want to kill Kyle.
Like, where were they? Yeah. How'd they get this?
I didn't see them, and all of a sudden they have like 25 photos of me wanting to chop Kyle's head off. So,
It did seem like you hated Kyle, but I would imagine you don't actually hate Kyle.
I do not hate Kyle. At the time, I hated fucking Kyle. Like, and also I wanted to put it for the records. I don't hate orphans, and I don't hate poor people. So I swear to God, I love orphans. I love them.
That is so funny because Sue, I'm gonna ask it anyway since you brought it up, and then you can just correct the record again. But I had a question here, which was that me and Chase don't agree with this statement, but Jonathan made a pretty crazy claim about you on your season.
did.
I don't even remember
And
this, Sue. Don't hold it against
I
me.
wanted to bring it up so you could officially correct the record. He said because you didn't like Kyle, you didn't like any orphans, and he went as far as to compare you to Count Olaf from a series of unfortunate events because he was terrorizing the orphans. So what do you have to say in
remember
response to Jonathan?
And remember,
know
that was
Jonathan-
just Jonathan.
You can roast
Jonathan
me.
and I are kindred spirits.
I love it.
You got
Sue,
me.
I love you. I do. And look, you understand. And now that I know you can take such a joke, I'm so glad that I used Count Olaf.
I started liking orphans. Is that good?
I'll take it. Yeah. I'll take it. Yeah. In fact, I would say I'm even proud of you if I understood that whole sentence.
I started. When did you start? After Kyle, right?
Right after you said that sentence.
You know what? I might give it a shot too then.
Well, that really backfired on
Try
us.
it. You might like it. Right now, I feel good inside.
Look,
I feel
see,
all fuzzy inside now.
this is what happens, guys, because y'all are trying to throw me under the bus and get Sue to hate me, and all
what I
you're
tried.
doing is making our alliance grow stronger.
And
Sue
I'd like
and
to say, Jonathan, I feel like you've lost about 5 pounds already.
this is unbelievable. And you
Yeah.
know what? You're right. You're right. I'll take it. it.
We're bonding here.
I love it. I love it.
When the other night when I found out that you were going to be on our show, I was so excited. I was like, you know what? I'm going to dig up what Jonathan said like a year ago, and I'm going to throw him under the bus to Sue.
I love it. I love it. Look, I'm all for this. This to me is so fun, and I love the creativeness of everyone and the crate like McTitty Duck Lips, like all that stuff is so freaking funny. Like, how are we not laughing about any of this? Right. Like, it's all great. It's the funnier the better.
This is great.
I think that puts you in the Survivor Hall of Fame for me, because so many, and I said this earlier, but really so many players, when they start getting even just jokes made about them online, they immediately crash out. They don't want anything to do with it, and you've been such a good sport.
Yeah,
I mean, you're way funnier than anything that anyone has to say.
Nice, I like that. Well, life's too short. You know what? I feel blessed to be given this opportunity that I did, and like I said, I didn't expect any of the social media or anything to come up as much as it did completely. And like, I'm all about having everybody own who they are, and you could be sitting on the couch and be like, what, she's the biggest slob, fucking ugly, whatever, dirty lady, whatever out there. Jesus. And I'm like, I'd probably be saying the same damn thing, like, gross, like, whatever, and own it. What, be you.
So when you're watching the new season, because I think you said you keep up with the seasons after yours, do you go hard in the paint on the new players?
No, you know what? Once you experience this, like what I find is the people that are like emotional and missing home, or, you have these strong people and all of a sudden they're breaking down. Like, I was there, and no one at home will ever understand. Those emotions are raw and real, and even on my season, they didn't air it, thank God. But I had a moment there. It was a night that I believe Kyle and Genevieve, they were talking, and I felt it was about me and getting me out. And by that time, I was so broken and tired and just deflated that I just was a mess. And that was a challenge that Jeff. We were at the going for a challenge, and Jeff had made a comment and asked me a question, and I could feel that morning I'd been crying only to Rachel. She was the only one that knew. And Jeff had said something to me, and with that, Rachel like just rubbed my back off camera like nobody could see, and that just made the tears come down my face. And then Jeff's like, Sue, you have sand in your eye? And I'm just like, yeah. And then he's like, no, seriously, are you okay? And that's when like I just lost it. But these emotional, I think what gets me the most is the emotional things that happen that come out on people that you're not expecting. Even like this last, with Savannah, she's a tough motherfucker, right? Like, she's tough. And for her to cry, and some people were making comments about it. And I remember saying, that's true, and that's raw, and that's real. That's not doing anything other than you're so broken and you're just trying to hold it together. And I just feel like I can't judge anybody anymore on how they play their games, because being there, you just become a different person, and at times you're just struggling to stay afloat. At least that's how it was for me. So, it's just, I'm not hard on these people at all. I have my, I'm just not.
Well, and I think too, like, people, they're watching it on TV, and it's always a good reminder that it's like, hey, none of y'all are actors. Like, y'all can't just cry on command.
No.
No. And so it's like when you see these moments like with Savannah where she's crying like really hard and clearly under like a lot of stress and sadness, like she's not just all of a sudden able to do that. Like, something has built up to this point. And it's like, y'all are out there for so many days, and then we get these episodes that are like an hour, and that hour is just clips and pieces of like 2 or 3 days. It's so much that's not seen.
And you don't have a phone.
What is that?
You don't have a phone or anything. Like, you're totally disconnected.
God forbid you don't have the phone. I mean,
I just mean, it does affect you to constantly have that kind of stuff, and then you're dropped on an island around people who are constantly trying to get you eliminated from getting $1 million every single day. It's a lot.
It is a lot. And the one thing that I do have to say is what I found interesting with so far in all of the episodes I've watched since is that it does bring out past trauma. And this is, you're actually crying. Like Savannah was upset for what happened, but she went back to saying, it reminds me of, it's the same feeling that when this happened. And so many people, they bring this up, and that's what happened to me too. It brought back trauma from my freaking childhood. And that was like a long time ago.
It was only 45 years ago, Sue.
I love you, Chase. I love you. Yes. So, but that's what it does, is it opens up these old wounds that you've healed from, or think you've healed from, or worked on healing from. That's how much this game gets you to your core. It's not like it's just a difference. It's something that you can't explain to people. Even if I don't like someone, when I see them crying and talking about, something that happened, they've got my heart for 10 minutes. And then, I don't like them again.
And then it's back, right back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think
what
there
I'm
should
saying.
be respect for everybody that goes on national television and plays this game. But it's still fun to pick on them and stuff, so I understand why some people do. But trying to please Survivor fans is probably the hardest thing in the world. They hate everything.
Ooh, they're just looking for something bad to say. They're not even looking for good things anymore. But you know what? That's just the way this world is shaped into. Like people are more looking. It's almost like so many people are so miserable in their own lives, in my opinion, that like they're looking for to hurt people, and so like they want to, but if you think you're going to get off your couch and type something in my DMs telling me that I'm the most disgusting person and that you can't even function on your daily basis because of how disgusting I am, you're the one that's upset. I'm not upset.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to fight some people for you at this point.
Yeah,
the boys are about to go and have a smackdown with the
We're going to war for Sue.
Oh, I love you guys. I want to tell you something. So I had a woman who wrote me a real nasty. That was her DM to me. She can't even
Time and place. Sue, tell us. We'll be there.
You know what? I literally never read. And normally all these people, I block them because I'm like, oh, fuck them, And then after a while, I was just like, I never did anything with her. And about 2 months later, I wrote back to her and I said, I hope that you're starting to be able to function. And she wrote something like, oh my God, I am so sorry. I don't know what was so wrong with me. I apologize, and blah, 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 blah. But it's just amazing, like the craze that gets in people's brains at that moment, that they have to open up their phone, pull somebody up on social media and write whatever it is on the top of their head.
Yeah.
It's so.
It's like they don't view you as a human. They just see you purely as this character on TV, and they send something like that thinking like that. Oh, they'll never see it. They're not real. And then when they get called on it, then they feel super embarrassed about it.
Yeah, she just didn't even, and she wasn't feeling. She was able to function. I'm just like, I'm glad you can function because I have a dirty face. Like, oh my God, it's just so strange.
And I guarantee you, she's not getting hit up by Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
You got that right. She didn't walk in New York City's Fashion Week, did she? No.
That's right.
From now on, whenever I'm having a bad day, I'm blaming it on Christina from this season. It's Christina's fault.
That's it. It's all Christina's fault.
All Christina's fault.
On a more positive note, Sue, you are a Survivor record holder.
Yes.
You are the oldest woman to win an immunity challenge. You went one-on-one with Rachel and beat her ass.
Beat her ass. Yes. And I'm going to put it out there right now. That was so simple for me. I don't know why. Oh, I'm sorry, my phone's ringing. Do you want me to wait till that?
Get him on the podcast, No.
Yeah. Who is
You could answer it if you want.
I'm doing a podcast, motherfucker. What are you doing? It'll stop ringing in a second.
That's all good.
Yeah, no worries.
Is it bothering this? Is it bothering this?
No. In fact, it only adds to it.
Oh, nice. Yeah, this is my life. It's probably one of my planes crashed.
Oh, whoa. Maybe do bring it on. That's killer for us.
This government shutdown is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. No, so I think because I'm a big racket sport player, that challenge was very simple for me. And I had seen that Kyle, Saul, Andy, they were all struggling with the bucket. They're pulling it back up, struggling with the bucket. Like, I didn't budge. And when he told me I won, he had to tell me twice, that, I won because I was thinking, do I stay and beat out the guys anyways? Like, that was my thought process. And then I decided, at the time, I thought I was going to be strong enough, to go through the whole season and I didn't want to become the threat. So obviously my ego was stupid to be like, just let the bucket drop, because I don't want to be viewed as a threat. So, but that was an easy one for me. And I think I could have easily beat Kyle and Andy as well.
I believe it.
Yeah, I think it's a good strategy move.
Yeah, it would have been cool, and I don't know what would have happened, but I wish I didn't drop it at this point and try to battle out the guys.
Well, and again, though, in the moment, you're basing it off the information that you have of like, what do I think is going to take me the furthest and make me not a target? And so, I mean, personally, I think that's like a pretty solid move that you made.
I think that was a smart move because, you made it to the finale. Who's to say that you would have made it to the finale if you would have showed everybody how strong you were?
Yeah. Well, I never followed through with it anyways. By the end, I never won any more challenges, so I guess I was a loser anyway. So
No.
But yeah, so at least that way, I did, because Jeff kept saying, "Sue, you're good." He's like, "You good now," and I'm like, "Okay, I let it go." But
you were just in a trance.
I was so in a trance. I was not even here on this earth. I was sitting with a lady that thinks I'm ugly on her couch.
But when you were going into, you know that you're going to go on Survivor, what kind of physical preparation went into that in the months leading up to it?
So the thing that I was most worried about was, because I'm older, I was more worried about my joints. I was worried about like sliding down something and jamming my knee or jamming my ankle or jamming my hip, something, because, I feel like I was always physically fit, but I was I reached out to a friend who's a Navy SEAL and asked him if he could help me train more to strengthen my whatever muscles would help my joints. So he started having me run a couple miles with a weighted vest, 14-pound weighted vest. And that's what I was doing. So that my training was more of just strengthening the joints, because that was my fear, was an injury, and I did not want to be taken out by an injury. I did my normal stuff. I feel like I'm strong was strong to begin with, and I obviously worked out and did what I could. Mentally, I didn't really think too much. I'm just like, just go in and have a fucking good time, and whatever happens, happens. My biggest fear was being the first one voted out, and that was all I wanted to do, is not be the first one voted out.
Yeah.
Hey, mission
I mean,
accomplished.
yeah. I was going to say, you kind of destroyed.
You never got voted out.
No.
And so, when you opened a coconut, did you hope that everyone cheered for you?
It's a very Andy question.
Yeah.
Wait, but you were there for that rant from Andy, right? Were you in the area?
With Andy, which rant was Andy? Which one?
It was when he was
Sorry,
upset. No, you're fine. It was when you might not have been there for that. It was when he was talking about how everyone would cheer for John Lovett when he opened the coconut, but nobody cheered for him.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So, but a lot of that was, he went into this knowing the type of game he wanted to play, the type of person he wanted to be. And that was all sort of planned in a way.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
He's very
crazy.
smart. He's very smart. He went in there, knowing what he wanted to do. And even when he collapsed in the very beginning, he's like, well, I was just tired, but I figured I'd just go with it and see where it took me.
Wow. What a move.
That's really cool.
Yeah, he's smart.
That's crazy.
He's a smart guy.
Smart guy, unlike us, It's just...
That's why I'm
just
hanging
like
with you
us.
guys. I'd rather hang with you guys. He drove me crazy.
He was one of the millennials.
So exactly. For example, and I used to say it to him all the time, the fire, I lived next to the fire because I was always cold. So the fire was here, and I slept next to the fire, and then Andy slept next to me, and then Saul slept next to Andy. In the morning, when Andy would get up, now remind you, we're laying in dirt and God knows what's on the earth. He would get up and step over my head. So everything that was inside his shirt and his shorts and on his body immediately fell onto my feet. Every day, every freaking day. But that was Andy.
I bet he was on purpose.
Sounds like Andy was the reason that your face was dirty.
You know what? That's a new theory, conspiracy theory. It's Andy's fault.
I agree.
We're gonna find Jeff. We're gonna find Andy, and we're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Find production, find Andy, find Jeff. Those are the 3 goals we've got now. So
that's a good idea.
Absolutely.
Wow.
So season 47, I think it's one of the great Survivor seasons. I mean, I would say it's definitely
one of our favorites.
I'd say it's the best of the new era.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. Well, we had such a great group of, like between Teenie and her drinking, Andy and everything about Andy, and then his like hair, and then me and the paint, and like dirty face. We just had some funny people that they were actually able to really put out there in the edits, and I felt a lot of people just really seemed to be holding on for the next episode to come because they couldn't.
Oh yeah.
But could you feel that when you were out there? That like, did you have the understanding that like, oh, this is a crazy group of personalities, and I think this is going to be a really entertaining season?
Not at all.
Yeah, really.
They all drove me crazy. They all drove me crazy. They were talking about games, and like we played games that like I had no idea what any of them were saying. Momo or Mojo or all these weird things. Again, I was 59, right? Like they're talking about this stuff that's going on, and everybody knew about it but me. And I just I didn't want to sit far away and be on the outside, so I sat there going, like laughing and just going along the flow because I didn't want to be perceived as the bitter old lady that's sitting on the outside. But I didn't realize how crazy and intelligent they all were. And the only thing I did realize is that they were all very good when they were there to speak. Like at tribal council, they would blow my minds. Jeff would ask them a question, and the words and the thought processes and everything, the way they spoke was just so beautiful, every single one of them. And I remember being like hiding, like praying for Jeff not to ask me a question because one, I could barely understand what he was asking because my brain was so fried, and two, like I'm like the group of you guys, I don't know how to speak properly in public.
If the 4 of us were in a tribal and Jeff asked us a question, they wouldn't even air it. They'd cancel the season.
They'd be like, we gotta recast this season.
Yeah, they're like,
Jeff,
it's
the
over.
final 4. You
know
can't
what?
recast
You just
it
gotta,
now.
you just gotta make funny faces and be like,
Yeah.
I don't
You just gotta be able to come up with a good metaphor. That's all it is. Jeff would be like, PD, how is Survivor going for you? And all PD's got to do is be like, Survivor's like Gatorade. It's better than water because you can drink it, get hydrated, and it's got great flavor. And everybody's like, that is so well done.
Electrolytes, baby.
Wow, Chase, you're so smart.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, and I would just say McTitty Duck Lips, and that's all I would just say.
And you know what? They would put it on the air so
They
fast. It would make it. I
That
mean,
would be
I
my
would
only
knowing my dumb
response
self,
every time.
they'd be like, knowing my stupid self, I'd be like, Survivor's a lot like a reality show. And then I would end up stuck, and I wouldn't know where to go from there.
It's a lot like Love Island.
Yeah, exactly. Except we all smell, and Sue's really dirty.
Oh, man.
So there's a lot of big personalities on your season, but I think we've established that you were the physical threat out of everybody on your season. And this might be a weirder question, but do you think you could beat everybody, maybe except Saul, in a boxing match? Like on your season, if there was a boxing immunity challenge?
I would fucking go ballistic, and I would expect myself to take Saul out too.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Yeah, I'm not afraid
My
of him.
boy Soul.
I love him too, but
I want to see it. I want to
If
see
this
it.
is for $1 million, I'm going batshit crazy.
See, what you
I
didn't know
feel
is
like
this was a soft pitch for making the Merge Fight Night we're premiering. No,
We're gonna get a bunch of Survivor alums, and we're gonna do celebrity boxing because it's the big thing right now.
And the main event is Rome versus Sue.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Rome could probably spring around me like I don't even know how, but I'll do my
He's
best.
shifty.
He's shifty.
Here's the
Rome's
twist.
shifty.
He has to get through a puzzle to get to you, though.
Then I'm good. Then I'm good. Because he's not going to even get the
Yeah,
first
he's not
piece
going to get
out.
anywhere.
Yeah, he's done. I got this.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Poor Rome. Poor
Rome. Poor Rome. I got a question for you, Sue. I want to know about the flight school because this is fascinating to me. And this, I don't mean to brag, but I'm an FAA certified drone pilot. I know it's pretty much the same thing as a pilot license.
Yeah, you took it's the same test as the private pilot, right? The PPL?
Well, this is what I didn't know when I started studying, and then I thankfully passed first try, but I learned so much about airports, and now I'm sitting here with somebody who owns a flight school. I want to know how you got into this.
What was your grade? What'd you get?
I made an 88. So
okay, that's okay.
I'll take it.
Would you hire Jonathan to be your pilot?
A drone, yes. Not maybe.
Thank you.
Just so you know, our students have to, they have to get closer to 90. Like you're there, but we would make them take it again. We really pushed to have everybody. I got a 98 on mine, just saying.
Ooh.
But on my instrument rating, I only got a 95. So
wow. But I mean,
still
look.
really good.
If you threw me in front of an instrument right now, I'd be like, this is most certainly some sort of instrument. That's what I would say. So it's, but I want to know
I got
about
100 on it.
Because you didn't.
I got a 100.
All right.
I don't believe you, Chase.
We get it.
Don't
Chase
believe
and
it.
Sue and Chase are
trying
too
to
smart to
undermine
be
me.
on this podcast.
I want to know about the flight school. I want to know, like, how you even ended up with a flight school. How does one wind up with that?
Well, I really I was thinking of like my retirement years and what I was going to do. And obviously I am not someone to ever sit behind a desk. Sorry, I have a little fuzz in my hair. I'm not someone to sit behind a desk. I always need to be busy doing something. And I'm like, what can I, do in my retirement age that it's not a full-time thing, but it's always thrilling. And to be honest with you, I wanted to be a helicopter pilot.
Wow.
So I went and took a discovery flight in a helicopter. But the guy, I think he just looked at me and assumed that, she's this old lady that doesn't know what she's talking about. And, like, I couldn't reach the rudders. It didn't work. I couldn't do it. So we went for a stupid flight, which was really fun and enjoyable. But he's like, yeah, I don't know if this is really for you. Lo and behold, I'm very good friends now with the woman who owns that helicopter company, and she was like devastated. She's like, "Oh my God, that's such bullshit." But anyways, I came home and I was just like, "This sucks," because I really wanted to do this. And then Ernie, my boyfriend, was just like, "Why don't you just try, an airplane?" I said, "I think they're boring." And he just said, "Just try it anyways." And so I went to the discovery flight. I'm like, "Okay, I can do this." So started my lessons, and then. I just, once I passed and got my PPL, I was just like, "Oh, that's private pilot for you guys."
Yeah.
Thank
you.
Yeah, for you lay people,
that one.
Petey and
That
Chase, right? I mean, these
I got 100
non-flyers.
on the PPL myself.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about Pretty Little Liars, the TV show.
Oh, yeah.
That's PLL.
That's PLL.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Okay, we'll give you a pass. So anyways, I ended up getting that, and then when I knew I decided I wanted to become just an instructor. So I could do part-time. It's still fun and exciting. Probably have to do a lot of saves because these kids are so dumb. And they make really stupid mistakes. And when I went to do that, I realized all the money I spend getting my private pilot's license, that maybe it'd be cheaper to buy a plane because you need so many more hours, for the instrument rating and then commercial and everything else. So I said, you know what, the hell with it. Let me go buy an airplane and take it from there. So with that, I bought my first Beechcraft Musketeer Sport. And one of my instructors said, listen, if you want, I can bring you a couple students that might help you pay for, the cost of the plane. And I said, okay. And it just snowballed into me becoming, bigger and bigger. I finally got, an office and a, huge hangar and got more planes and, just kept going on from that. So it was nothing planned. And I never moved forward past my commercial. I never did my commercial. So I'm only instrument rated. More so because I was spending so much time in my plane, and I'm taking that away from my students. And I'm, I don't know, I just sort of lost my interest in becoming an instructor, more so because I had like so many students, it was ridiculous. And
wow.
That's
really awesome.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to write a book.
Yeah, you got it. This is really interesting.
Yeah, this is fascinating.
It is, but it's like I just said it in 3 minutes, so there's not really much else.
True.
Hey,
word count goes up in the book, a little bit.
I thought about the title already. The title is, I thought to hell with it, I'll buy a plane.
There you go.
That's actually dope.
I
love
that's
that.
genius, to be honest with you.
That's a good time.
That's great.
And that afforded you the flexibility to go on Survivor.
It did, because, when you have a flight school, basically your instructors are general contractors. So they're my employees and I pay them, but they're not really my employee. So they work with their students and they schedule with their students, and all I do is answer the phones and go up there and walk around and say hi to everybody. And there's really not much, really that I need to do. So being able to leave, one of my instructors answered my phones for me and took care of everything. And my mechanic we use him every day basically. So he was all over my planes taking care of everything. And it was very simple to be able to go away.
That's awesome.
So cool.
Man,
Wow.
So if I want to go on Survivor, I need to get on this flight stuff now.
You need to buy a plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
that was my clinching. I think that was what clinched me to be able to be brought on Survivor. My initial audition tape was me flying in my plane saying,
Whoa, that's cool.
My name is Sue Smey. I'm a flight school owner. I'm a pilot. I'm a grandma, blah, 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 58 years old. And I think that, that first 15 seconds is what caught their eye. And then, one time I like doing a lot of handiwork around my house. I'm like the man of the house and Ernie's the female. And
I love Ernie catching strays while we're on the
Let's
podcast.
get Ernie in here to defend himself.
Yeah, where's Ernie?
He's proud of it. He'll be inside cooking while I'm mowing the lawn.
Oh, there we go.
There's one time we knocked down a wall, and so I was sanding, using one of those big electric sanders to sand this. I was making this board that I needed to sand, and I bent over, and my hair got stuck in it. And with that, I had gotten the call from Caitlin, the casting director. So I'm on the phone with her while I have this big sander dangling from my hair.
God.
And I wish that I had a photo or could have taken I was on the phone with her, so I couldn't take a video. But I had like a 10-minute phone call with my hair, like this huge sander hanging from my head.
Did you mention it on the phone call?
I told her, she was cracking up. She's like, you need to hang up. I'm like, no, don't hang up on me. Like, I didn't want to lose it, so I just stayed on the phone with this huge sander dangling from my head.
If I'm a casting director and I call someone for a reality show and they say, hold on, my hair is caught in a sander, I'm like, you're hired. Like, get on this show right now.
That's what really pushed it over. It had nothing to
Like,
do
if
with
you were flying a plane in the video that
my
made
head
me
was
call
like
you.
dangling sideways like this just with the sander. And then I have extensions, so I was more worried about ruining my extensions.
Ooh.
So I'm crying to her, going, "Oh my God, I'm probably going to ruin my hair." Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, I should be talking about Survivor.
Well, I was thinking about getting extensions today, but I've got some sanding to do, so this is a good warning.
Wait for the sanding
I'll
to
wait.
be done.
I'll
And
wait
it's
it
been
out.
Yes,
it's been
my
a big
advice.
day for you, Jonathan,
Definitely
because
wait.
just from you've been talking to Sue and you've lost 10 pounds just
I
from
know.
talking to Sue.
Look,
I
look.
know.
I mean, I'm going to cancel my extensions appointment. I've lost 10 pounds.
I saved you a lot of money.
You've
Yeah,
saved
yeah.
me so much money and time. It's
See,
unbelievable.
look at we need to speak more often.
I know.
You've cost me a lot of money because I bought a plane while we were talking.
And how you doing with it?
Well, it hasn't gotten here yet. I think it's flying in from where'd you buy your plane from?
Where planes come from?
Where planes come from?
Someplace in the United States.
yeah.
That's where it's coming.
Right.
I like some place. It's a good spot.
I think
really
that's-
good. You should go see it.
Yeah.
I think that's a great story. You getting caught in a sander is a great place to wrap it up. We appreciate you coming on so much, Sue. This has been so much
This
fun.
has been a blast.
Yeah,
my
I'm
word,
thrilled
Sue.
to be here. You guys are great. This is really a lot of fun.
So we'll have to have you back just so that we can all hang out again. That's the
Okay.
truth of it.
Sounds good.
And-
And I'm hoping you have my name changed to something cooler.
Oh,
Titty
know what
McDuckface. Or
is
what
it?
was it?
he
I
said
said
it.
Titty McDuckface. Was that it? Or was it Big
Mick Titty Duck Face?
Yeah, get it right, Petey.
No,
Come on,
no,
PD.
Mick Titty Duck Lips.
McTitty? Oh, okay, lips. I totally butchered it.
Wow. It's like
Yeah,
he's
you
not
gotta get
even
it straight.
listening, Sue.
Were you even here, PD?
I was just so distracted by
Endearing
My
Sue.
Mick Titty Duck Lips.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you can't see my chest. Just my lips are big enough.
Oh, gosh.
You can't even
you're
see
the
my
best.
face because my lips are covering the whole screen.
Sue, you're unbelievable.
You're about to hear some ads that help keep the lights on here in the old studio. Thanks for listening or don't listen. It's really up to you at this point. It's at the end of the show. I mean, you're listening to me. Hi. But here they come. I promise they're coming. Yep, here they are. Happy day.